Okay, so this is a big one.
Yeah.
You guys really threw down the gauntlet with this deep dive request. Christmas gifts for your significant other.
It's a challenge.
It's a huge challenge. I think we can all relate to this.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to find that gift that really says, I love you,
Right.
but doesn't also scream like last-minute panic buy.
Exactly.
So
You're going to help with that.
luckily, you sent in some awesome research, and I think it's going to give us a lot of good inspiration for this deep dive.
It should.
So we're going to be looking at a bunch of different types of gift ideas.
Yeah. We've got
Personalized gifts,
DIY,
DIY crafts.
experience gifts.
Oh, yeah.
All sorts of things.
This is going to be fun.
This is going to be fun and strategically sound.
Oh, strategically sound.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that I think is really overlooked when it comes to gift giving, particularly around the holidays, is the psychology behind a good gift.
Okay.
It's not just about the object itself.
Right.
It's about how it makes the recipient feel.
Okay.
And that's where really understanding your partner's love language can come into play.
Oh, love languages.
Yeah.
Okay. I've heard of love languages, but I don't know that I've ever really applied it to gift giving before.
It's very helpful.
So remind me about those again.
Sure. So basically, it's the way someone best receives love.
Okay.
So some people thrive on words of affirmation, right?
Mm-hmm.
While others value acts of service or quality time.
Right.
Gifts are their own love language.
Okay.
It's a tangible symbol of your affection.
I like it.
So yeah.
So how do we actually, practically apply love languages when we're picking out a gift?
So let's say your partner's love language is quality time.
Okay.
Sure, a diamond bracelet is nice and sparkly.
Yeah, sure.
But a weekend getaway, even somewhere simple, right?
Right.
Really speaks directly to their desire for that shared experience.
Okay, I'm with you.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's not even about the cost of the gift, right?
Exactly. It's the message behind it.
It's that you're giving the gift of time with you.
Precisely.
Okay, so this is already upping my gift-giving game.
Good.
So let's get into some more specifics, because you had a bunch of cool stuff in the research you sent me about personalized gifts.
Yes.
Which, everybody always says personalized gifts are good, but what really makes them stand out?
Right. So it's all about tapping into something uniquely meaningful
Okay.
to your partner. So let's take custom jewelry, for instance.
So, yeah.
I know we could suggest Etsy as a source for those.
Right.
But what about going a little deeper and thinking about the material?
Oh, okay.
If your partner loves nature, right, a piece crafted from natural elements,
Okay.
like wood or stone, would resonate way more than flashy gold.
Oh, I like that.
You see?
Yeah, you're giving them a piece of their personality made tangible.
Exactly.
That's really cool.
It is.
You also mentioned photo gifts in the research, too.
Yeah.
Calendars, framed prints, but how do we make that more than just pictures?
Right. So again, think about the story that those photos tell.
Okay.
So instead of just random snaps, right?
Yeah.
Curate a selection of photos that really represent a shared journey that you've had together.
Right.
Maybe it's highlights from your first year together or, highlights of a hobby you guys both love doing together. It becomes a visual timeline of your relationship.
Okay, so that photo calendar is suddenly way more sentimental than just cute cat pictures.
Exactly.
Which, I love cute cat pictures.
Of course. There's a time and a place.
Okay, so we've also got engraved gifts on the list.
Yes.
What makes those more than just a generic inscription?
It's the difference between saying something and truly communicating it.
Ooh.
So think of a wooden box engraved with a quote that resonates with both of you.
Okay.
Or even inside joke coordinates on a keychain. It's a hidden message just for them.
Okay, that is seriously romantic.
It is.
We're hitting peak love language territory here.
Yeah.
But let's switch gears a little bit and talk DIY gifts, because those can always seem a little bit daunting.
Yeah.
But the research had some pretty doable ideas.
And DIY is really perfect for the acts of service love language.
Okay.
A coupon book sounds cheesy.
Yeah.
But imagine vouchers for things that they value.
Okay.
Like breakfast in bed.
Yeah.
Picking the movie.
Oh.
A chore they hate that you'll do.
Okay.
It's tailored service.
Oh, man. I would cash in no dishes for a week coupon so fast.
I bet.
What about the memory jar idea?
Oh, that's a good one.
I get the concept, but what makes that more than just a jar of scraps of paper?
Well, it's about turning those scraps of paper into triggers for positive emotions.
Okay.
So instead of broad I love you notes, right? Think of specific moments that you've shared.
Okay.
Like that time we got lost hiking but laughed the whole way back. Each one of those is a mini memory jolt.
So it's like a happiness booster shot that they can open up anytime they need it.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
It's a good one.
The research also mentions handmade ornaments.
Yes.
Those are cute.
Yeah.
But how do we avoid them looking like a kindergartner made them?
Right. So think beyond glitter glue.
Okay.
Using simple materials like clay or wood. You can create something that's minimalist but meaningful.
Okay.
Like their initials carved in a significant date, or even a tiny symbol that represents a shared interest.
Okay.
It's subtle but personal.
Okay. I'm getting it, like simple but thoughtful execution is key.
Absolutely.
So we've covered a lot of ground already.
We have.
From personalized gifts to DIY treasures. But I know we've got experience-based gifts to talk about.
Yes.
And those always feel like extra special.
They do, and they perfectly align with a lot of those love languages that we've been talking about.
Okay.
But I think instead of just, listing off a bunch of ideas,
Okay.
why don't we really dive into the why behind choosing the right experience in part 2?
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Okay, experience gifts. This is where things get really fun. It's not just about the thing. It's about the memory that you're creating together.
Exactly.
But there are so many options.
So many.
So how do we choose an experience that's really going to hit the mark?
Well, that's where aligning it with those love languages we talked about comes in.
Okay.
So let's take the classic weekend getaway.
Okay.
If your partner values quality time above all else, this is a direct hit.
Okay.
But the type of getaway matters too.
So it's not just about booking any old trip.
No, it's not.
Okay.
What if they're all about words of affirmation? Maybe you paired that cabin in the woods with a handwritten letter, detailing all the reasons why you love adventuring with them.
Okay.
It's the combo that packs the punch.
We're layering the love language.
We are.
Okay, I like it.
It's all about strategy.
You also mentioned concerts and shows as experience gifts.
Yes.
How do we make those more than just a fun night out?
Again, think about your partner's specific interests.
Okay.
So let's say they're a history buff who also loves live music.
Okay.
Instead of just any concert.
Yeah.
Maybe you find a historical venue hosting a band they like. It shows that you've been paying attention to those little details.
It's like you're saying, I see what you're into, and I went the extra mile to find something that combines your passions.
Exactly.
That's impressive.
It is.
Classes or workshops were also in the research.
Yeah.
As shared experiences.
Fun.
But is there a risk there of it feeling like homework instead of a gift?
It all depends on the framing and the choice.
Okay.
So if your partner loves cooking, but is intimidated by baking,
okay,
a fun, beginner-friendly pastry class together becomes a bonding experience, not a chore.
Okay.
And it subtly says, I want to learn and grow with you.
So you're giving the gift of confidence and new skills all wrapped up in a delicious experience.
Precisely.
Okay, but let's be realistic. Sometimes the holidays hit the bank account hard.
Yeah.
So what if you're working with a tighter budget? Does that mean experience gifts are off the table?
Not at all.
Okay.
Remember, experiences don't have to be expensive to be meaningful.
Right.
Think about the free or low-cost activities you both enjoy.
Okay.
A hike with a packed lunch and a stunning view can be more romantic than a pricey dinner.
Totally.
If that's their style.
So it's about focusing on the quality of the time, not the dollar amount attached to it.
Exactly.
Okay, that's a great reminder because we can get really caught up in that.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, so the research also had some fantastic budget-friendly gift ideas.
Yes.
That are more on the tangible side.
Right.
Like homemade treats.
Yes, love that.
But can those really compete with like a fancy box of chocolate?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And this taps into the gift's love language directly.
Yeah.
But instead of generic sweets, right, you're giving something made with your own two hands, your time,
Yeah.
and specifically tailored to their taste.
Okay.
That homemade hot chocolate mix suddenly feels way more personal.
It's like the culinary version of a love letter.
It is.
And speaking of which,
Oh.
the research also mentions the power of a handwritten letter as a gift.
Oh, yeah.
In our digital age, isn't that a little old-fashioned?
I think it's a breath of fresh air.
Okay.
Think about it. A handwritten letter is something tangible they can hold, reread, and treasure. It's a deliberate act in a world of fleeting texts and emails.
Yeah.
And for those who value words of affirmation, it's pure gold.
It's like you're giving them a piece of your heart, literally poured out onto the page.
You are.
Okay. And then for the music lovers out there,
Yes.
the research suggests a personalized playlist or a mixtape.
Oh, I love this one.
But isn't that a little teenage?
Not when it's done thoughtfully.
Okay.
Music has incredible power to evoke memories and emotions. So
Now-
instead of just random songs,
Yeah.
curate a playlist that tells the story of your relationship.
Oh.
Or reflects like inside jokes and special moments you've shared.
Oh, wait.
It becomes a soundtrack to your love story.
Okay. You've officially won the most romantic idea award for this episode. Seriously, we've covered so much ground.
We have.
From personalized treasures to DIY delights, from grand adventures to simple gestures. I'm already feeling more confident about finding that perfect gift.
And remember, the key takeaway here is that it's not about finding the most expensive or trendy item.
Right.
It's about understanding your partner, their love language, and choosing a gift that speaks to their heart.
Beautifully said.
Thank you.
And as we head into the final stretch of this deep dive,
Yes.
let's wrap up with some final thoughts and insights
Okay.
to help our listener really nail this Christmas gift-giving challenge. It's really interesting to me as we've been talking about all these gift ideas.
Yeah.
It's not really about the specific present.
Right.
It's kind of about shifting our perspective on the whole process.
Yeah, and I think what's so fascinating is that a lot of times we get caught up in the transactional aspect of gift giving
Okay.
rather than the transformative potential that it holds.
Ooh, transformative.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So it's not just about exchanging objects.
No, it's about strengthening the bond between two people.
I like that. And that goes back to the love language.
Exactly.
If we're just focused on like finding the right thing,
Right.
we might totally miss the opportunity to really express love
Mm-hmm.
in a way that our partner's going to appreciate.
In a way that they'll receive it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
like, let's say you're with someone whose love language is acts of service.
Okay.
Okay, a luxurious spa day might be nice,
Sure.
but them coming home to a clean house,
Yeah.
like you did all the chores that they hate,
Yes.
that speaks volumes
it does.
on a different level.
Different level.
So as we kind of wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
what are some key takeaways that our listeners can use
Sure.
to approach their gift giving with this new mindset?
So first of all, I would say let's ditch the idea of a perfect gift.
Okay.
It doesn't exist.
Okay, good.
Instead, aim for a gift that's meaningful.
Okay.
One that aligns with your partner's love language and demonstrates a genuine understanding of who they are.
So that takes the pressure off of finding like this mythical,
Yes.
universally amazing present.
Absolutely.
I know.
Don't underestimate the power of observation.
Oh,
What little things light up your partner's day?
okay.
What do they complain about?
Mm-hmm.
What have they been hinting at, needing, or wanting?
Okay.
Those are your clues.
So it's like being a love detective,
It is.
gathering intel on what's really going to make them happy.
Yes.
I like this way better than just browsing a generic gift guide.
Me too.
Any final words of wisdom?
I would just say remember the most valuable gifts are often the ones that come from the heart, not from a store.
Oh.
A heartfelt letter, a home-cooked meal,
Yeah.
a day dedicated to doing their favorite activities together.
Ah.
Those are the gifts that create lasting memories and deepen connection.
Beautifully said. It's not about the price tag.
No.
It's about the thought and the effort that you put in
That's what matters.
to show your partner you care.
Absolutely. And on that note, I think we've given our listeners
Yeah.
plenty to ponder as they embark on their Christmas gift-giving journey.
We covered personalized gifts,
Yeah.
DIY creations, experience-based adventures,
We did it all.
budget-friendly gems, and most importantly,
Yes.
the mindset shift that turns gift-giving into an act of love,
Yes.
not just an obligation.
Happy holidays to all,
Yes,
and may your gifts be filled with meaning and joy.
that's a wrap on this deep dive.
It is.
We'll catch you next time for another insightful exploration
Sounds good.
of a topic you choose.